I want to quickly show you. In the first hour, I talked about victims, and that a victim, whether male or female, white, it doesn't matter what color, black or whatever, Jewish or whatever, a victim person is an evil person, really. And they would do whatever they would do to anyone to try to get what they want, even if it's just a thrill. A victim person, a victimized mentality person is a dangerous person. Oh, if family member doesn't matter. If you doubt me, look at your own little world. Look at the victims, how they act, how they treat others, how they try to get what they want at any cost. And they have no love. I want to show you a female that's sitting on the throne of Satan, playing the role of victim. And there's no end to her destruction. She's pure evil. And it doesn't matter what she got, what you do for her, you can't please her because she has a victimized mentality. And the more you give her, the more she wants. You can't make a victimized person satisfied. You can't satisfy. Don't even try. This woman, this female is demonic. And this is like such a perfect example that it don't matter what you get. You're still going to be a victim until you overcome evil. All victimized mentality people are evil. And they only want what they want. And it doesn't matter who they hurt, what they have to do to get it, they will. This is from Yahoo News. Michelle Obama, Big Mama Michelle. They're not saying Big Mama, but I'm calling it. She is Big Mama. Remember when she was in the White House, she was trying to make you feed your children chips and stupid food while she was eating all the ribs and the enchilada or whatever Obama says she like. Big Mama Michelle Obama has shut down the idea she might one day run for president yet again. While speaking to Tracy Ross this month at the Brooklyn Academy of Music, Big Mama Michelle, I'm saying Big Mama, Obama insisted the United States is not ready for a woman to lead. Well, she's right about that one, because the United States knows that women should not be put in leadership roles. Now, I want you to know, this female was in the White House. She was the first lady in the White House in the greatest country in the world. And she, according to the report, I don't know, but I've been told she came from the hood of Chicago. And she ended up in the White House. And she still is not satisfied. It still didn't make her happy. She's still in her own mind a victim. She's a dangerous female. And she will hurt anyone to get what she wants and say anything to get what she wants. She will accuse you of being racist, sexist, all kind of issues. She is evil. Here's Tracy asking Michelle Obama about her role as First Lady, a role built on racist and misogynist ideas. Watch this from X.
You stepped into a role that carried a preconceived idea of femininity and wifedom that was founded on the landmines of racism and misogyny. What the First Lady wears is one of the main ways, which you've already said, that a First Lady is talked about. It comes with so much historical expectation. How do you feel about the fact that the First Lady is an archetype for wifedom and femininity?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Don't agree with that. It's, it is a completely throwback on. It's a definition that has no current status in how women actually show up in the world today.
Amazing. Isn't that amazing? You voted in the daughter of Satan, into the White House. And I tried to tell you, her heart is wicked, and there's no love. You voted for her, and she called that racism. It's built on racism. You voted for your enemy, just like you've done with Mandami up in New York. That female is evil. She's been in the White House, and yet she believed, which is not true, it's misogynist and racism. That is not enough for her. You cannot satisfy an evil heart. There's nothing you can do for anyone that has a wicked heart. Zero. And Michelle Obama's heart is wicked. How would you like to be married to that one? Isn't that amazing? Just think about that. Tracy then asked Michelle if the standard for women in the White House affect a woman's chance of becoming a president.
Do you think that that impacts the room that we've made for a woman to be president?
Well, as we saw in this past election, sadly, we ain't ready. That's why I'm like, don't even look at me about running, because you all are lying. You're not ready for a woman. You are not.
He's
So
trying to
don't
make you
waste
feel
my
guilty and
time.
agree.
You know, we got a lot of growing up to do. And there's still, I'm sadly, a lot of men who do not feel like they can be led by a woman, and we saw it.
You can't.
What was the question?
I just said, we don't need to ask it again. You answered it.
That's evil. And men cannot be led by a woman. It's not the order. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, not women over men. It doesn't work. Women can't even lead their own life. When you leave them to themselves, they go nuts, like Michelle. And enough isn't enough. They put Camilla Harris, a dummy, cackling dummy, up there. And look what happened. And white people, you want these kind of black people running your country. As Errol Musk said, if it's true that he said it, if white people don't start by having babies, if they become minority in America, they are doomed. They are doomed. Because this is what you're getting. People like Michelle and cackling, whatever her name is, Camilla. If ever we needed the order of truth, we need it now. It's not about the color. It's not about male or female. It's about good versus evil. And Michelle Obama is pure evil. There's no good in her at all. You can find good if you went over to South Mommy Africa and down in the rocks looking for it. It's not there. This female been in the White House. First lady, quote unquote, in the White House. And in her mind, she's still a victim because she's evil. And you cannot satisfy an evil person. Even God cannot help an evil person unless they invite him in and they want to overcome evil with good. That's the only way it's going to happen. And I'm so sick of these people use this word racism. It doesn't even fit anymore. Last soundbite about this helpful. Michelle Obama stated that she has to straighten her hair every day to fit a white beauty standards. Watch this from X.
What
does she mean? It's
What,
great.
you know, I mean, that's how white folks are. It's like, what does that mean? What are you saying? We're saying nothing except I just don't want to have to do my hair every day. And I want to go swimming. I don't want to have to worry about it. Let me explain something to white people. Our hair comes out of our head naturally in a curly pattern. So when we're straightening it to follow your beauty standards, we are trapped by the straightness. That's why so many of us can't swim and we run away from the water. People won't go to the gym because we're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all. It is exhausting and it's so expensive and it takes up so much time. Braids are for y'all so we can work harder and focus on the work. So why do we need an act, an act of law to tell white folks to get out of our hair? Don't tell me how to wear my hair. Don't wonder about it. Don't touch it. Just don't.
That's evil. Pure evil. And who want a nappy-headed first lady in the White House? Can you imagine a first lady with a fro? What a sad, my country's gone. See how evil she's? White people, y'all voted for her. You voted for Obama twice. And this is what you put in the White House, and look what they've done to the country. And listen how she's talking about you, and you voted for her. She got to straighten her hair for your white folks. She's evil. And the audience applauding, they are agreeing with the devil because they are children of the lie. Michelle, look, a woman with beautiful hair, that's her beauty. If you know a woman with a fro don't look right, or when even any woman that cut the hair off and they got a little boy haircut, does that look right? They don't look feminine and beautiful. Grow your hair, straighten your hair, whatever it takes. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Michelle, listen, look how this female is speaking. And she's been in the White House as the first lady supposed to be representing America. And this is her thinking. And the people applaud. Like they do in the church just because somebody mentioned Jesus. A victimized mentality person is a wicked person. And it doesn't matter what you give them, they will still turn on you. It doesn't matter what you give. They will turn on you because the heart is wicked. Michelle Obama, because she was the first lady of the country, sit at the throne at the gates of hell, representing her father, the devil. Her heart is wicked. Be careful of people who see themselves as victims. You're playing with fire. Do what you want, but you're playing with fire.